Yeah.
Wonderful. I think it's already 4 minutes past half 10. I think in the interest of time, let us start, right? I'm sure there'll be more who will be joining as well, in the process. I'm just going to do a very quick, Menti, and let's go on to menti.com. I'll share my screen and then you can just, we'll have the, let me know when you can see my screen. Give me a second. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. So you got the code there, which is 89517211. 89517211. And if you can make your way to menti.com and just let's do a very quick survey. We'll do some baselining and we will see whether we need no improvement, little, some, or substantial improvement. You can see the graph or the bar more on the right side. I'm not sure how many of us are on this call, but kind of indicates most of us needs very little or some improvement of some kind, right? Especially in this digital world that we are all there in. The distractions are enormous. Okay, so I think the theme is already there. We all need some help and could do with improvement in our focus, right? So here's another one exercise. I'm just going to do, let me share my screen along with the sound. I'm going to put a video and tell me what you're able to see. Give me a second.
Are your voice got? Is it muted or?
My voice? Oh, sorry.
No.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Give me a second. I was just trying to share my screen again with sound because last time I had not done that. One second. Where do I do that? Oh, yes. Share sound. There you go. You're able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me whether you are able to hear as well.
Yes.
Yes.
You are? Okay. Then I want all of you to watch this video. Okay. I'm not sure if any one of you have come across this, but this is a test of your awareness. So let's watch this very keenly.
Clearly, somebody in this room murdered Lord Smythe, who, at precisely 3:34 this afternoon, was brutally bludgeoned to death with a blunt instrument. I want each of you to tell me your whereabouts at precisely the time that this dastardly deed took place.
I was polishing the brass in the master bedroom.
I was buttering his lordship's scones below stairs, sir.
Why, I was planting my petunias in the potting shed.
Constable, arrest Lady Smythe.
But how did you know?
Madam, as any horticulturist will tell you, one does not plant petunias until May is out. Take her away.
Why, madam?
It's just a matter of observation. The real question is, how observant were you?
How observant were you? Were you able to notice any changes in the video as you watched along?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. There was a
flower changed. Earlier it was rose, now it was different.
It was a rose, it changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone? Okay.
The leg, the guy lying on the floor, his leg initially was flat on the floor, but then at the end, he bended his one leg, the red leg.
Okay, so there was some change to the guy on the floor, the guy who got murdered itself. There were 21 changes to this from where we started. So let us see them again.
Action. Clearly, somebody in this room murdered Lord Smythe, who, at precisely 3:34 this afternoon, was brutally bludgeoned to death with a blunt instrument. I want each of you to tell me your whereabouts at precisely the time that this dastardly deed took place.
I was polishing the brass in the master bedroom.
I was buttering his lordship's scones below stairs, sir.
Well, I was planting my petunias in the potting shed.
Constable, arrest Lady Smythe.
Any thoughts based upon watching that video?
Actually, it's shocking.
You said shocking?
Yeah.
Why is
Because
that?
in the total video, I haven't observed any change. I look like everything same.
Fabulous. Anyone else? We'll come to that, Vikram. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Is it Sri? Are you speaking? If you are, we can't hear you. Or anyone else, want to say something? What was a takeaway for you on this after having seen that, watch this video?
Focus is needed. Otherwise, we miss out the important details sometimes.
We miss the important details sometimes. Okay.
I mean, the other point is the focus is on the investigation and what he's talking, and we are trying to find the solution, and we are trying to find who could be that who did that murder, and that, but we are not on the visual or changes that. I mean, mind or even eyes didn't go there.
Correct. And I think Jenny said that the person's feet changed, position changed.
Yeah.
The person itself changed.
Okay.
So the object of the investigation itself has changed, and we were not able to pick it up. And I think, Prashant said we are missing on the details. And I think, Vikram, you mentioned about, you first said you were shocked because nothing, it just went by, and, we did not even feel it. And I'm just going to give another half a second or half a minute to see if there is anyone else who wants to say something based upon what they watched with the video. Then we will go to the next part. You can use the chat window as well if you're shy to speak.
Maybe if our attention is one particular thing, we miss the overall perspective, as our Prashant, Vikram told. Yeah. I think if we are, yeah.
Very nicely summarized, Ravi. Thank you so much. Our attention was only on one, while we missed the complete perspective. And how did we know that there are 21 changes?
because they replayed, right? So
Really?
yeah. I mean, they show the facts, right? That's how we come to know there are 21 changes.
Okay, hold the thought. Anyone else? How did we come to know that there were 21 changes? This video is not, what do you say, that long, right? I see that there are one or two more people, a few people who joined just now. Is it okay if I quickly play that once more?
Yes, please.
Interesting video, right? So give me a second. Wait once again. Are you able to still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, still can hear you.
It's taking a while. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Then
Clearly, somebody in this room murdered Lord Smythe, who, at precisely 3:34 this afternoon, was brutally bludgeoned to death with a blunt instrument. I want each of you to tell me your whereabouts at precisely the time that this dastardly deed took place.
I was polishing the brass in the master bedroom.
I was buttering his lordship's scones below stairs, sir.
Why, I was planting my petunias in the potting shed.
Constable, arrest Lady Smythe.
But how did you know?
Madam, as any horticulturist will tell you, one does not plant petunias until May is out. Take her away.
That's right, madam.
It's just a matter of observation. The real question is, how observant were you?
Action.
Clearly, somebody in this room murdered Lord Smythe, who, at precisely 3:34 this afternoon, was brutally bludgeoned to death with a blunt instrument. I want each of you to tell me your whereabouts at precisely the time that this dastardly deed took place.
I was polishing the brass in the master bedroom.
I was buttering his lordship's scones below stairs, sir.
Why, I was planting my petunias in the potting shed.
Constable, arrest Lady Smythe.
right? So we watched this again, and now the question comes is, how did we know that there were 21 changes?
It shows at the end that there were 21 changes.
Let's say that if it did not say the 21 changes, you know, the opportunity to know that there were changes?
No.
No.
Maybe it's, we need to see a broader view.
And how did you see that?
The video says that if you see, means
How
they
observant
show
you are.
before the camera, when they go backwards, they observed all the 21
It was
changes.
only when you were stepping back, when you zoomed out, that's the only time you knew that there is some change that is there.
Yes,
But when
that's
you were zooming in, you were only focusing on one object. So if you have to have a wider view, you should be able to not only able to focus on the object, but at the same time to zoom out as well, and then be able to do those changes. Thanks, Veera, for that perspective as well. So the scene is, and what do you think, will give us that potential to look at an object, but at the same time stand apart and see the things with a bird's eye view?
I think another, can you hear me well?
Jenny, you can speak a little louder.
What about now?
Yeah, better.
Okay, because I'm on the wireless. So Is this better?
Yes, better.
Okay. I think the other takeaway is that because the title at the beginning of the video is who done it. So
Yeah.
our focus is exactly trying to find out who done it.
Yeah.
But then the real intention of this video is how observant you are. So
Yeah.
I think that matters in where we shift our focus on.
Absolutely. And I think, that's where all the conditioning of our mind comes in, right? And there was also, if you see, the title did not only say who done it, it also said test your awareness. It was also about our awareness, our ability to be in the present, to find out who did it. Though the title said who did it, it did not say who did it. It was for us to find out by being aware, by being in the present, by being in the moment, to see what all is happening and soak in all those perspectives, and then hone in onto that particular one element of who did it or how it happened. So, by having seen all this, we'll spend a minute, then we'll go to the practice. Is what is the quality required, you think, after seeing this video, for us to be able to not only focus very single pointedly on the object, but at the same time, an ability to stand out and see all the perspectives around that object. Can anyone think of any quality that, if it is present, that will help or would have helped?
Maybe ourselves taking a step back and think for a while before. Yeah.
Basically, don't be biased. Don't be biased when you are taking some kind of decision.
One is not biased, definitely standing back, having that particular pause, before we are able to jump to a conclusion. What else?
I think one should be a good listener.
Okay, one should be a good listener. Okay. But from this exercise of that video, can you see what was one thing doing which brought about the focus as well as out of focus?
Distraction.
Yeah, not just listening to person who is speaking, but having a view of on others as well, like around on the surroundings
and how will you have that view? Or in this video, what had the view?
I think it's the awareness.
And how do you, and for that awareness, what do you need to have?
Be in the present.
And in the present, what do you do?
Try to be observant.
Try to be observant. I think that's the word I was looking for. You need to be a witness or an observant. I mean, I take the word observant, but actually the right one that I was looking for is witness. If you really look at that camera, it did not do anything. It was just a witness to the whole scenario. It was able to zoom in and it was able to zoom out as well. So in the real life, if we are able to cultivate that capability of being an observant and not a participant, the moment you participate, you have all those biases, tendencies, conditioning, prejudice, everything that is coming into the play. And Sudhir, as you mentioned, you will be an active listener, when you are a witness, when you are in the moment, when you are in the present, when you are a observant to the scenarios and situation. And heartfulness meditation, as many of you have practiced, precisely does that. When we sit with our eyes closed, connect to our heart, and when I give that instruction, try to feel the presence of the source of light in our heart. We are not a participant. We are only feeling. We are not bringing any bias there. All the biases we remove by the heartfulness cleaning and the heartfulness, decluttering technique, but we joyfully just try to feel what's present. And in that moment, we allow the heart to unfold what it has to unfold for us. So by being a simple act of closing our eyes, connecting to that infinite source that is present within us and trying to feel, we are going from the complexity of the thinking, which is where all the biases, conditioning, all those things is coming. We are going to the simplicity of the heart, which only remains. It is in the moment all the time, right? So we develop this habit of trying to zoom in on the object, but at the same time to zoom out as well by being a by being a witness, not a participant to the scenarios that is happening. And then the things becomes much more clearer. Then when we are able to make those decisions, we find that intuitive wisdom of the heart helps us, and we are able to see through the corner, whether it is at corporate life, whether it is a personal life, whether it's making the right choices, whether I should go for the movie or not, as mundane as possible, whether I should go for the movie or not, whether I should sleep early or not, whether I should watch something, whether I should do something, whether I should spend some time in whatever I do, you are able to see the perspective, the longer vision that is there by keeping that particular element right at the center and everything around it as well. So we do this effortlessly. The important piece is you will only be able to witness and be an observant, provided you are able to do it effortlessly without any conditioning, so that you are able to see things much more clear. So heartfulness meditation is all about effortless focus. Hopefully this video brought a good point of what we are all trying to do here, right? So with that said, it nicely brings into the segment of experiencing it, right? Right in the depth of our heart. So shall we do the meditation? Wonderful. There are some few new joinees. I can see who have joined as well, but for those who have joined for the first time, we meditate on our heart. That's what heartfulness is all about. We try to connect to that infinite resource that is present within us, that helps us to be in the moment and give the right perspective. But for an effective meditation, the mind has to be involved, the heart has to be involved, our body has to be involved. All three things needs to come in balance. So we start with relaxation. It helps us to relax all parts of our body, so that then we are able to focus on our heart. And we do this by sitting with our eyes very gently closed. We will sit as comfortable as we can. And we'll prepare ourselves. Relax. We'll gently bring our attention to our toes. And we will feel this omnipresent healing energy of Mother Earth is gently making up its way through our toes, moving across all the fingers on our feet, our ankles, lower leg, calf muscles, and our knees. And as this healing energy is flowing through all these parts, they are all getting relaxed. The anxiety and the stress that is generally found in our ankles, as this energy is flowing through, all of them are falling away, making our ankles totally relaxed. This energy is slowly moving up through our knees, our thighs, our waist, and it is relaxing all of them. From hips below to the tip of our toes, both the legs are completely relaxed. This energy is flowing through our lower back, upper back, complete back area, our abdomen, stomach area, our entire chest area. And as it is flowing through, all of them are getting relaxed. This energy is flowing through our arms now, our upper arm, our elbows, lower arm, right up to the tip of our fingers, making both our arms completely relaxed. This energy is flowing through our shoulders, and as it is flowing through them, all the heaviness, tightness, anxiety that are deeply concentrated in our shoulders, you can feel them that they are all melting away. And as they're all leaving, the shoulders feel light and relaxed. This energy is flowing upwards through our neck muscles, our jaws, our lips, our chin, our ears, and our nose. And as this healing energy is flowing, we are all getting relaxed. All the facial muscles are getting relaxed. Our eyes, which are gently closed, are relaxed now. Foreheads are also relaxed. And this energy is flowing all the way to the top of our head. Leaving our entire head area completely relaxed. And when we scan ourselves from the top of the head to the tip of the toes, we will find that there are no heaviness, no tightness anywhere. In that stillness, we can only feel our center. Center being our heart, in which the source resides. We will gently move our attention to our heart, rest our awareness there, and feel the presence of this source of light that is already present there. And this source of light is gently drawing our attention towards it. If our mind happens to wander, we will gently ignore those thoughts and we will come back to our heart and very joyfully witness what the heart has to unfold for us. By meditating on this source of light for the next 10-15 minutes until you hear, "That's all from me." Please start meditation. That's all. Sit with your eyes closed, maybe another 10-20 seconds. Feel your heart. Observe the changes that has happened after meditation. Whatever the changes that you are able to perceive, absorb it into your system completely, into every cell, every particle of yours, so that this new condition that the heart has provided has become part of yours. And when you have made this condition your own, you will then be able to reflect the same in everything that you do and in everything that you think. When you feel that you are ready, softly open your eyes in such a manner that this inner condition is slowly merging with the outer atmosphere. I know sometimes it's a bit difficult for people to speak after meditation because we want to carry that condition. So if there is anybody who wants to say something, share on the chat window, please do so. While you are thinking about it, I have just on the chat window sent out a link. And this link is for a WhatsApp. And for the next 6 weeks, starting on Monday, through WhatsApp, we are going to be doing heartfulness meditation. People can sit at 6:30 in the morning and 8:30 p.m. in the evening. You will be provided some simple audio, some videos, and there will be someone in the background, a trainer like me, who will be doing the sitting or the meditation. So you can sit, you will get the prompt, a simple message 15-20 minutes before 6:30 a.m. and a similar one before 8:30 p.m. and using that audio and using exactly what is supposed to be done as in that message, you can practice the heartfulness meditation. So if you are interested, feel free to join through this link and also forward it to as many people as you feel may be interested. So just to share, I think in the group, it is already been posted, but I will share it again. So it is a 6 weeks journey starting from 30th of August. And you only have to join it through the link that I just forwarded. As you know, Heartfulness is absolutely free, completely volunteer-led. So I hope that just as you are meditating, you will also spread this message to more people to experience it in that moment. So with that, I'm going to take a pause and see if there are any thoughts or anything. If not, have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Hassan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks, Uday.
You want to say that? You want to say bye?
You can stay back, Adya, then I can speak to you.
Bye. Wait. Uncle want to talk to you. You can wait. We wait for some time.
Present.
Hey, I also have one.
Malachuk.
This is my Rocky present.
Is it your present?
Yes, for Rocky.
Rocky. What? Who tied the Rocky?
I did for my brother and my mom, dad.
Very good for dad as well. What present did you get? You got a watch. Fantastic.
That's my watch for myself.
Is that okay? Can you tell me why did daddy and mommy give you that watch?
Because I always wanted it.
But what are you going to do with it?
When on Monday when it's school time, I'll wear this watch.
Okay, you just wait there for a minute. Just hold on. Ravi and Mr. Venkata, do you have any questions?
I think I will drop.
No, I just wanted to check because I did not want to, because once I see a child, I'll be lost in that child. I just wanted to be sure that I am not missing out on something that you wanted to speak, any of you.
I am just enjoying the conversation.